Okay, let's come back to exercise 10A. So let's come back to exercise 10A. I've asked you to do question number 17 to number 24 yesterday. Okay, and we are going to talk about this today. So part A. So in figure, M is a point on AB. OM is perpendicular to AB, and then CE is equal to DE, and DE is equal to AB. AM is equal to 3, OE is equal to 4.5. Find the radius OD of the circle. Okay. Ready? And in part A, we want to find the radius OD. Okay. So normally in sometimes we will focus on some triangles. OD belongs to triangle OEB. Okay. And because the question tells us that DE is equal to AB, and AB is 3 cm. Now AM is at 3 cm, and then we can find AB first, right? And DE will be equal to AB. And then 嗱呢度咧有一樣嘢咧，咁我唔知你做咗同學咧，小心啲喎，有冇漏到喎？我哋陣間咧會用呢一個嘅 Pythagoras theorem 去到揾 OD 嘅係嘛 ？OK。We are going to use Pythagoras theorem on triangle ODE. Okay, but before we can use Pythagoras theorem, we must ensure that the triangle is a right-angled triangle first. Okay, so triangle OEB at the beginning, triangle OEB is not a right-angled triangle. Okay, it is not given that it is a right-angled triangle. So we need to spend one step to prove that it is a right-angled triangle before we can use Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Oh, let us do it like this. Because OM is perpendicular to AB, therefore we can say that AM is equal to MB. Okay. So this is line from center perpendicular to chord bisects chord. Okay, and they are both equal to 3 cm. This is the first step. 睇唔睇到後邊？睇到，你睇唔到？ It's okay now. Okay. So AM and MB are both equal to 3 cm. And because the question tells us that DE is equal to AB, let us highlight this. DE is equal to AB. Okay, because it is not good to mention. It's not good to mark them in the diagram. Okay. So we have DE is equal to AB is equal to 2 times 3 cm. That is 6 cm. Okay. So now we have this to be 6 cm. And also EC is also equal to 6 cm, right? 嗱，我就係講呢個位啦。你睇睇做咗嘅同學咧，自己睇睇呢度。我哋呢個係4點啱呢個啦，我哋要揾 OD 啦。但係而家呢一刻咧，我哋未用得不是定理住嘅，因為不是定理咧，我哋一定要喺直角三角形裏邊先用得嘅，係咪？咁所以咧，我哋要花多一個 step 咧，去到 mention angle OEB 係90度呢樣嘢嘅。咁我而家咧係咪有個 line from center to midpoint of chord 係嘛？呢個 midpoint of chord 嚟嘅。咁所以咧，我哋就會得到嗰個 result 就係 perpendicular to chord 啦。 OK， 我哋要講出嚟嘅。So we have because DE is equal to CE, right? DE is equal to CE. Therefore, we can conclude that OE is perpendicular to CD. Okay, so this is line joining center to midpoint of chord is perpendicular to chord. Okay, so OE is perpendicular to CD, which means that triangle OED is a right angle triangle. And then we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the length of OD now. So OD square is equal to 4.5 square plus 6 square. And this is Pythagoras theorem. So OD will be equal to 7.5 cm. That is the radius. Is that okay? Then part B. Part B. To find the length of OM. But that is easy. Because OM belongs to triangle OAM. Okay? OM belongs to triangle OAM, which is a right angle triangle. And now we have the length of the radius OA being equal to OD. Then we can use the Pythagoras theorem in triangle OAM to find the length of OM directly. Okay? So in part B, so we will do it in triangle OAM. OAM. So OA square is equal to AM square plus MO square, right? Okay, this is also Pythagoras theorem. And then OA is the radius of the circle, which is found to be 7.5 cm. Okay, and then AM is given to be 3. And then we can just do the calculation very easily. 7.5 square minus 3 square, and then take square root. And use the calculator here. Should be 6.87 something. Okay, but the question asks you to correct to 1 dp. So OM will be equal to 6.9 cm. 1 decimal place. Okay, so that is the answer for part B. Hop, cảm ơn Đỗ. Đi Đỗ, tầm đó. Next one, number 18. Number 18. So in the figure, PNQ and RNS are straight lines. PQ is 30, RNS are 15, OR is 25, OM is perpendicular to PQ. So everything is marked on the diagram, okay? And then we need to find angle ONR. ONR is this angle. So ON is the line from center to midpoint of chord, okay? Therefore, it will be perpendicular to chord, okay? So that will be 90 degrees, right? So in part A, this one is easy. Because Because Rn is equal to Ns and they are both equal to 15 cm, therefore we can conclude that On is perpendicular to Rs. This is line joining center to midpoint of chord is perpendicular to chord. Okay? So these two lines are perpendicular to each other, then the angle will be 90 degrees. Therefore, angle ONR is equal to 90 degrees. That is the answer of part A. Okay? And then part B, find the length of OM. OM is this one. So OM is the distance between center and the chord PQ. And then ON is the distance between center and the chord RS. So can you notice that the chord PQ and chord RS are equal chords? So they will be equal distance from center, right? Okay. So if we can find ON, then the answer OM will be exactly equal to ON. And now ON belongs to triangle ORN, which is a right angle triangle. And we have length 1, length 2, then we can use Pythagoras theorem to find length 3. Okay, so it is like this. In triangle ORN, 25 square is equal to 15 square plus ON square. This is Pythagoras theorem. And then ON will be equal to 20 cm. Okay, using a calculator. And then we need to mention about the equal chords. So because PQ is equal to RS and they are both equal to 30 cm, therefore we can say that OM is equal to ON. This is equal chords, equal distance from center. Okay, and they are both equal to 20 cm. That is the answer of OM.好，呢個得唔得？嗱，再好沉氣咁樣講一次咧，呢一課同埋下一課咧個關鍵或者個精髓唔係你計啱咗個答案出嚟，即係好坦白講，你估都估到 ，OK 係現實㗎。即係你唔係好嚴謹，你話唔係好嚴謹嘅話咧，你都會當嗰個係90度，然之後咧你都會當咧，你可能咧即係如果你做 MC 好趕時間嘅時候，你都會當 OM 嘅係 ON， 你都當呢個係90度，然之後不是零零 ，OK。但係咧喺 long prep 嚟講嘅話咧 ，long prep 嚟講，如果你需要攞晒啲分嘅話咧，你係即係呢一課嘅訓練就係要有啲乜嘢條件先至得出啲咩結論咧咁樣呢一樣嘢得唔得？即係因為乜乜乜，所以乜乜乜呢樣嘢 ，OK。或者你用呢啲 reasons 嘅時候，用呢啲 reasons， 譬如用 Pythagoras theorem 嘅時候，你先要有啲咩條件，要啲咩情況先可以用到 Pythagoras theorem 咧？就係個直角三角形啦 ，OK。呢啲位咧係好容易漏咗嘅，得唔得？好容易漏咗。咁但係咧，如果你希望係 aim at level 5 or above 嘅話咧，最終咁希望你咧可以訓練埋呢啲嘢啦，得唔得 ？OK。我俾少少時間你做兩題先。So let's do question number 19 and 20. Okay, I give you 5 minutes to do work on number 19 and 20, and then I'll talk about these two questions. Give you 5 minutes. Yes. 不過你如果我係你，同埋係考緊試嘅話咧，咁我就會寫埋。我會寫咗。係咪問啊？有冇嘢問？冇嘢問。Okay. Number 19. So n is point on the chord CD. Cn equals Dn, OM perpendicular to AB. And then we have 3 cm, square root 5 cm, and 4 cm. Find the length of ON. Okay, this one is easy. First, we have Cn equals Dn equals 4/2, which is 2 cm, right? And then, because I want to find ON, ON belongs to triangle OCN. And I want to use Pythagoras theorem in triangle OCN. Okay, so I need to prove that it is a right angle triangle first. And this is a line from center to midpoint of chord. So it will be perpendicular to the chord CD. Okay, so I need to write this down because Cn is equal to Dn. Therefore, I can say that ON is perpendicular to CD. This is line joining center to midpoint of chord is perpendicular to chord. Okay, sorry. Okay, therefore it is a right angle triangle, and now I can use Pythagoras theorem in triangle OCN. So in triangle OCN, we have 3 square equals ON square plus 2 square. And then ON will be equal to square root 5 cm. It's okay for part A. Then part B, we want to find the length of AB. And now, because we have found that ON is equal to square root 5 cm, and OM is also square root 5 cm, and they are both the perpendicular distance, right? So we can conclude that this chord AB and chord CD will be equal in length. Okay, so AB will be just equal to 4 cm, but we need to write down the reasons. So in part B, because OM is equal to ON, and they are both equal to square root 5 cm, therefore we can conclude that AB is equal to CD. And this is chords equal distance from center are equal. Okay, and they are both equal to 4 cm. So that is the answer. 得唔得？兩句咧，其實即係一句因為，一句所以，就係咁啦。有冇同學跟唔到啲即係嗰啲 logic 係點樣樣啊？ I will spend one more lesson talking about the remaining questions tomorrow. It's okay? And then I'll try to start a new section tomorrow at the second lesson. Okay, tomorrow. Okay? Okay, stand up. Goodbye, class.